Hello everyone and welcome to today's stream. So we're just going to be talking about what's going on in cryptocurrency. I'll first start off by saying sorry I haven't been on doing the weekly live streams and everything like that over the past couple weeks here. I've been pretty busy myself, so I haven't had much time for crypto and just YouTube overall. So unfortunately I haven't been able to do as many streams, but hopefully we can get back to doing more live streams because I do like interacting with the community here and getting to see who is researching things, new ideas, new crypto projects, stuff like that. So as usual here, we're starting on the Coin 360 cryptocurrency heat map. And unfortunately, we do have a lot of green today, but these numbers that we're seeing are down quite a bit from where they were just yesterday. Cryptocurrency took quite a big fall yesterday. If you weren't aware, Bitcoin dropped about 10%, as well as most of the market. So, we were getting close to $4,000 with Ethereum. We were getting close to, we were over $50,000 at one point with Bitcoin, which was really good to see, but unfortunately it did fall. Which, hey, you get that in crypto, it is what it is. But before we continue on here, I see we have 4 people online already, which is super, super cool. So thank you so much to everybody who showed up today. If you guys have anything you want to hear about, talk about, see in the chat, see on videos on the channel, make sure to leave a live chat here. And, in the past, we've been able to get to everybody's chats, depending on how busy it is here in the stream today. We'll see what's going on, and I try my best to get to everybody's chats before moving forward. But yeah, so looking at the crypto heat map here, you can see that Ethereum's up again, almost 2%, which is nice to see a little bit of a recovery. Dogecoin's still down 0.36%, sitting right around 25 cents over here. Litecoin will make it a little bigger so it's easier to see. It's actually up almost over 1.5%, $180, which is nice to see. But hopefully we'll start to see these prices, go back up again. There was the news of El Salvador starting to purchase cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin. They purchased about 10 million, a little over 10 million in Bitcoin on Monday this week. And then, of course, everything fell. There's some people who think, the bigger institutions, the more traditional finance people who are in crypto but not really adopting it, sold off some of theirs to crash the price to maybe scare El Salvador away from it. But hey, it is what it is. Maybe some people took profits. I'm not saying that's exactly what happened, but still something to think about. But Bitcoin down 1.74% today, sitting at $46,026. Still a pretty good price. I think if we can kind of hold right around this area for the next few days, we can easily start to see Bitcoin go back up. And hey, we're only in early to middle September of 2021. I think we could easily have this, this final Bitcoin bull run here towards the end of the year into 2022 before we really start to see the bear market get here. So that's just kind of my prediction. I know we've talked about that before in the streams and in different pre-recorded videos and stuff on the channel. So still something really cool to see and kind of take a look at. But again, it looks like we've got 2 people here right now. So again, if you guys have anything you want to talk about, hear about, or see, make sure to leave a live chat. I'm always interested to see how everything's going with the people on the channel, and if you're liking the content. I did a poll the other day on the community page of the Bitcoin Tips YouTube channel here, and just to kind of see what people were, how they were liking the videos, and how often they were liking the videos. And it looked like the majority of people would actually rather have videos every other day. So if you have a comment on that, please feel free to leave a live chat. I did miss a few days because I was doing everyday videos, and I did miss some of those days. So I decided to put out the poll and say, hey, do you guys like the everyday videos, or would you prefer every other day or something else? So, it's definitely something that we, trying to see what would be more more liked in the channel and stuff like that. But you know, I'm thinking we're gonna stick with the every other day for right now and see how it's going. But Sal, nice to see you here. You did leave a comment about Coinstar getting involved in Bitcoin. I think I saw that. I can't remember if I liked it yet or not, because I've been a little bit behind on the let's block that, a little bit behind on the comments. But here is Coinstar's Bitcoin page here, and you said any thoughts on getting involved, you know, on them getting involved. And I think overall it's a good thing that they're getting involved. You know, getting some of these more traditional companies, you know, a lot of people have heard of Coinstar or at least seen a Coinstar machine, something like that. And if you're not familiar with what these are, basically Coinstar is a company that takes the smaller denominations of currency, you know, your penny, quarters, nickels, dimes, stuff like that, and converts it into a little bit easier to spend money. So when you end up with a bunch of coins over, you know, a couple years, you can get some cash for it, and it's just a little easier to, you know, carry around, not as hard to spend. But they are now getting into Bitcoin. So buying Bitcoin at Coinstar is quick and easy. Visit a Coinstar kiosk near you, trade your cash for Bitcoin safely and easily. Now, I personally don't know a ton about how their process works, how they're making this conversion, if Coinstar themselves are purchasing the Bitcoin and holding it, or if, you know, they're just the middleman to an exchange. I don't know 100% about you know, what they're doing. But Sal, I see you said say it yesterday and did a double take. So yeah, no, it's definitely something something interesting here, because, you know, like I said, I think the more institutional type companies, whether they're related to finance or not, you know, this one happens to be related to money in some sort of way, you know, with coins. So, you know, I think the more companies we get like this, you know, just kind of giving the option to get exposed to cryptocurrency, whether it's Bitcoin or an altcoin of some sort. You know, it's a really cool concept that I think they need, you know, more companies could look into. You know, if you have ATMs, you know, ATM type places, whether it's owned by a bank or by an individual, you know, if you could get an ATM software that gave customers the option to withdraw or deposit cash and get cryptocurrency for it, I think that's something else. And I know Bitcoin ATMs are not something new, or, you know, they are around, but it's still something different that we can, you know, see and get more people exposed to cryptocurrency. So, because, you know, if an ATM company that had, you know, 10,000 ATMs around the country or around the world suddenly had a message pop up, you know, when you're doing a deposit or a withdrawal that says, are you interested in cryptocurrency? Do you want to withdraw cash to Bitcoin? That might get a few people saying, oh, that's kind of interesting. You know, I've heard about Bitcoin, seen it in the news. You know, they might go home, do some research on it, then end up, you know, next time at the ATM, maybe they'll get $100 worth of Bitcoin or something like that. So it's allowing people who might not be as experienced with cryptocurrency and technology a much easier way to get into the cryptocurrency space. Now, again, like I said, I'm not 100% sure. You know, I have to do more research on this, but I'm not sure what their protocol is. You know, if they just have a stockpile of Bitcoin that, you know, they're anticipating they sell 10 Bitcoin around the world, or wherever their region is that they're doing this in a month, if that's what they're anticipating, if they bought, you know, 10 Bitcoin and they're just holding it, or if they just basically do something similar to Robinhood and route your information to something like Coinbase or another USD to crypto exchange. But, you know, they've got Bitcoin FAQs, Bitcoin safety and security. So CoinMe looks like what they are using. And again, I'm not familiar with CoinMe, but it looks like it's a crypto wallet app that allows you to has enabled Coinstar to offer unmatched convenient access to Bitcoin around the country. So there you go. It looks like they're using a product called CoinMe. which is, like I said, I have not heard of it, but it's still something, that enables people to get into cryptocurrency, even if it's just Bitcoin starting out. Maybe they get some Bitcoin, it goes up a couple $1,000s, and their holdings go up. They think, man, this cryptocurrency thing's really cool. They do some research and figure out, oh, there's Coinbase. Well, that allows me to buy all these other cryptocurrencies. And, slowly, over time, more and more people do that, do some research, and we get more people, and more importantly, more money into the market cap of crypto. So, again, it looks like we've got 5 people here, so welcome to everybody who's here. If you want to see or hear about anything in today's live stream, or see or hear anything on the channel, please leave a live chat. So far, Sal's been the only one leaving some comments, so we've been able to get to everybody's comments. So please leave some comments, and we can always try and talk about it. But yeah, so Coinstar getting into crypto, I think it's great because Coinstar is a very well-known company, and they're obviously they are taking a risk. It's something new. We don't see a lot of other companies offering this service, and there's probably going to be some rough roads ahead, I'll say it like that, for Coinstar, because it's something new, it's a new product, and I just hope that even if there is some rough patches in this transition and adoption of crypto, that they don't give up. It does kind of suck that Tesla stopped accepting Bitcoin. They got a ton of news for it and all of that, but there was some rough roads, there was some questionable decisions, I'll say it like that they decided to stop accepting Bitcoin. I certainly hope that doesn't happen with Coinstar and other companies that are doing something similar. So ultimately, Sal, hopefully that kind of helps mention and kind of see if that was what you were looking for. I think it's a really good thing, but I also think it can turn into a bad thing if they do this for a few months and determine that they lost a bunch of money. They might put something negative out about cryptocurrency. It all depends on how committed the company is. That was kind of what happened with Tesla and Elon Musk, is he was very, very committed and seemed like it was a very good thing for crypto, but ultimately he came out and said, for lack of better words, Bitcoin sucks. It consumes a lot of power, which is true. And he, said he claimed to be a green company with Tesla, which, we've talked about in the past is a true statement, but not 100% true. So, I hope that it goes well with Coinstar. And out of curiosity, let's see, Coinstar stock. I don't know if Coinstar is outer wall. Let's see, is Coinstar spent first decade of existence building out. Company went public on NASDAQ in 1997. So, interesting. So it looks like Coinstar. Oh yeah, OUTR. There it is. So that's this guy right here. So it looks like Coinstar is public, and they're trading about $52 a share. So, depending on what the shareholders think of their opening into cryptocurrency, just kind of looking at the week chart here, they did fall off quite a bit. Oh, this is in 2015. I wonder if they went private again. Huh. See, like I said, I'm not familiar with Coinstar too much. I know what they do, but I don't know if they're public. So, if they are public, it'll depend on what the shareholders think. And, if they get some negative press about it or negative feedback from their shareholders and stuff like that, they might just pull the plug on the program and say, hey, Bitcoin lost us all this money, don't do it. And I certainly hope that doesn't happen. Or if they do decide that it's not financially stable for them as a company and they decide to get rid of this option, I hope they do it gracefully and don't affect the prices too bad just because they lost some money on what they were trying and all that. But hey, you never know until it happens. But hopefully that situation won't arise. But yeah, so hopefully that answered your question there, Sal. And I think it's interesting, and I think it's a great opportunity. So we'll have to see where it goes. But Coinstar is very well known, and I can personally think of 4 or 5 locations right around me within 10 to 15 minutes of driving that have Coinstar machines. So definitely super super cool. They've already got the infrastructure to bring more people into it. But again, if anybody else has anything they want to hear about, talk about, see in the stream on the channel, please definitely leave a live chat, and we can definitely talk about it. But yeah, so just kind of taking a look back here over at the heat map, we're seeing a little bit more red. A lot of the markets today were not in the best condition. I know the public stock market in the United States was not too great today, very red overall. Which Bitcoin and crypto may have been ahead of that just a little bit. And as much as we want to say that Bitcoin and crypto overall is decentralized and not attached to traditional finance, it is still very heavily affected by the bigger NASDAQ and stuff like that. So unfortunately it does follow that, not 100% to a T, but fairly close. If it's down, if NASDAQ's down, Bitcoin usually drops a little bit. And then, if Bitcoin drops, so does a lot of the altcoins, more or less. But, one of my favorite coins, now recently, Shiba Inu, it'd help if I could type, they recovered very, very, very well, which was nice to see. They're up 16% today. Let's go here. I don't like that one, that chart, to look at Shiba just because it's so cheap. But so Shiba Inu, let's see, 15.26%. If we look at the 7-day, you can see right on par with every other crypto yesterday, which was 9.7. It started plummeting down, 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 down. By 11:14 in the morning, it was 5.571. And you can see that we are up to 6.853. So if you had bought yesterday morning, you'd be doing pretty well. Now, of course, for people, like me who've been holding for a little while, I lost, some money yesterday, and then it, came back, which is part of the, up and down of all cryptocurrency. But still, it was really nice to see, even though there's a lot of red still, some of these smaller coins did still perform really, really strongly. They were affected. They came right back up. SOL here, Solana, they're up 11%. They're still up like crazy. I think they're up like 50% almost on the week. So they've had a great week apart from the rest of the market. So, it's not necessarily Bitcoin goes down, so does everything. The coins follow Bitcoin a little bit. They might be affected, but then kind of do their own things, which is nice to see. It's nice to see Shiba Inu, sticking with the price, fluctuations, kind of falling a bit and coming back up. That's really good to see, I think. And it's a good coin. I think the team's got to make some changes, burn some of the coins, and I think this could really, really take off and be, a good coin, a good project. But, we got to wait and see if the team actually burns some of those coins and what happens with that. So, again, if anybody would like to, leave a comment, leave a chat if you guys want to see or hear about anything. I don't usually have too many plans for these types of live streams. It's more just, what's been going on in crypto, what you guys want to hear about. And, if you like the changes on the channel, the every other day videos, I'd definitely be interested in hearing about that. Or, if you have suggestions, you'd rather see, 3 videos a week, 2 videos a week, something like that, if, whatever you think would be the best for the channel. Again, leave a comment. I'm always open to hearing what you guys think would be better, not just content-wise, but also, what you want to see related to crypto. So, still definitely, an interesting crypto market, and I think we've just got to kind of ride out these next few days and see where the rest of the markets go. Scrolling through here, yeah, so SOL Solana here is up 63% on the week. They've had a great week, whereas a lot of these other cryptos are down quite a bit. You know, Dogecoin's down 12%, 25 cents again. But, you know, then you get a few that are, you know, doing really well. You know, Filecoin here is up 11% this week. So just depends on the cryptocurrency, really. But yeah, so I'll just go ahead and turn on the music here. If you guys have anything you want to hear about, please leave a live chat. I'm always open to, you know, new topics and stuff like that. So again, if you guys have anything you want to hear about, see, talk about on the stream, or see on the channel, please leave a live chat. I'm always interested to see what you guys are interested in on the channel and in cryptocurrency. You know, I can always take a guess at what I think is a good video, but I'd much rather see what you guys are interested in, and, you know, make videos and stuff like that compared to, you know, what I'm thinking. So definitely cool, but I see we have 3 people on right now, so thank you guys so much for showing up and supporting here on the stream and on the channel. Make sure to leave a like to help out the YouTube algorithm, and if you're looking to support the channel further, check out those memberships. Again, thank you, Sal. If you are still in the stream here, I really appreciate the membership. It definitely helps out here on the channel, testing out some of the new sites, cloud mining, stuff like that. So definitely helps out, and I really appreciate that support. So but again, I'll just go ahead and leave the music on. I am still here, so please, if anything comes to mind that you want to hear about or see, leave a live chat. So it looks like we've got 5 people in the stream here, so welcome to everybody. Again, thank you so much for showing up and supporting the stream today. If you guys have anything you want to hear about, talk about, see on the channel or in this stream, please leave a live chat. You know, I'm here just kind of, like I said before, I don't have too much of a plan or a structure for these type of streams. It's more just what you guys want to talk about and see or hear about in crypto. If you have questions, sites, anything like that, crypto projects, definitely like to take a look at new projects and stuff like that. So, please leave a chat. I'm more than willing to kind of talk about it and answer questions and see what's going on in the world of crypto. It's very extensive, so there's no way I could know about every single project, and I always like learning about new projects and stuff like that from what you guys are doing in your research with crypto. So again, I'll just have the music on. Again, thank you for stopping by and supporting the stream. And if anything comes to mind, please leave a chat. John, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. Glad you were able to stop by and see what's going on. But I see you said crash with a question mark here in the chat. Let's see here. You said what crashed? The year began at in the 15,000 range. And hey, you do have a good point. Bitcoin did start off very, very low compared to where it's at currently. But, yesterday we did see a 10% drop in the cryptocurrency market cap. Not just Bitcoin specifically, but across the board with the market capitalization of crypto, there was about a 10% drop. So, that's a pretty big, crash. There was a lot of money that was taken out of the cryptocurrency global market cap, which it's still over 2 trillion, which is a lot higher. You do have a really good point, a lot higher than where it was. You could make, a valid argument saying, this was just a small pullback with the prices of, crypto and, its profit taking, or, just a few bad time trades. Everybody decided to sell at once, but we'll have to see where it goes because, right now it is still up compared to where it has been over the last year. Year over year, it's higher than it was. Month over month, I believe it's higher than it was. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but if we look at the month chart, yeah, so that's about on par. 46,000 is where we started in August, on August 9th. Today's, September 8th. So, 46,220. Looking here, we're at 46,173. So we're actually a little bit lower than where we were on the month chart there. So, looking at 3 months, we're higher than that. But, we had a little bit of a downspout here in the middle of the summer, through, end of June through most of July here before August really started taking off. So, you do have a good point. Maybe crash isn't the right word, but hey, everybody can kind of look at it a different way here. It's still overall up on the year. If you look at it like that, we started, last year this time, early September, early to middle September, Bitcoin was $10,000, just over 10,000 and some change. And of course, 57,000 all the way up to 63,000. If you look at it like that, we're down quite a bit from 63,000. So I guess it just depends on where you gauge the starting point of the, what you're comparing to, I guess. If you're looking at the, if you're looking at from where Bitcoin started originally back in 2009, 2010, that era, of course, this is nowhere near a crash, stuff like that. But, okay, so you said you thought the drop happened due to platform outage. That's actually really interesting. Now, which platform did you hear that about? Because I have not heard that one. Now, see, the most, what I had seen a lot last night doing some research on it was that some people thought the more traditional financial institutions that were in cryptocurrency, the hedge funds, stuff like that, that have cryptocurrency options, I had heard that they had sold off a lot of that to kind of show El Salvador, who purchased Bitcoin as a legal tender for the first time on Monday. They were selling to show them that, hey, this is a bad idea. Just kind of, they didn't like it. USD, fiat currency is a lot better. Now, which platform? Because that's actually interesting, because, I'm not saying that what I saw yesterday is 100% true and the reason it fell, because, yeah, I definitely like to see other, other points of view with it. But, I don't know which platform, if it was like a Coinbase type exchange or something else related to crypto. But, usually you get a lot of, the price drops when there's a lot of selling. If we pull up TradingView here and take a look at Bitcoin, and we add in the RSI. Okay, so yeah, it even looks like, up here, we dropped in just a day from about 52.5 down to 46, where it closed yesterday, 46.5 roughly. So, good couple $1,000. But let's see. So, John, you said, are you saying if it will recover to over 65,000? I personally think that yes, we will see $65,000 again, and I think we'll see a lot higher. I don't know how long you've been around on the channel, but I've kind of talked about this in the past. Looking at the history back here in this time, which is back in the 2017-2018 era of cryptocurrency, this is when Bitcoin hit $20,000. Everybody was like, oh my goodness, Bitcoin's never supposed to be this much money. It's fake. It's a bubble. It's it's not real. It's a computer file. Whatever the haters said, everybody said that. And they said it'll never go any higher, and then it fell quite a bit. But now here we are again. We're trading at $46,000. So again, if you say crash, of course, that's double and some change over where its all-time high was 4 years ago. But looking at the 2017-2018 bull run, here you can see that, let's close this guy out. So looking at, early May of, even going back to like April, and let's do this. All right, so looking here, we got January of 2017. It was way down here, right around $900. Started taking off, did a little bit. By March, it was, $1,300 here. Kind of fluctuated a bit. And then by, May of 2017, we'd hit $1,800. End of May, it's $2,500. And we kind of go up here to June, right around $3,000. And then it fell off again, back down to $1,500 to $1,800, which was about a 50% drop if you look at the 3,000 down to 1,500. Again, this is just a very rough estimate. I don't have the exact numbers written in front of me, but then so this was on June 16th. On June 20th, we were back up to $2,800. So we had recovered almost everything lost, and then some. Going fast forward a few months, August, it was, right here around $4,300, fell down a little bit, kind of came back up, kind of fluctuated like that, and then towards the end of the year, we start seeing, October, it's hitting that $4,800, $5,000 range, which is on par with its all-time high from back in September here, and it kind of comes up towards October, 5,400, and so on. You can see, and then of course towards December, it really started taking off. Now, I think what we're seeing this year in 2020, 2021, we saw it start to kind of do this similar pattern on a different price scale. We saw it back in early, let's see here, this is May of 2020. So, we're in October of 2020. So I think what it did is it just shifted the time frame a little bit. We saw it jump up here to October, up to 13,000, really climb, pulled back a little bit, really climb up, pulled back a little bit in January. Bitcoin hit this 41,000, 40,000 range, and, again, you heard those people saying it's a bubble, it's fake, it's not real, it's never going to go any higher, and then it starts to fall off. But then right after that, we saw this huge jump up to 57,000. Little pullback, happened a few more times up to about the $64,000 to $65,000 range. And then, of course, it's fallen down. Now, I think what we're seeing is this pullback here. I know it's kind of hard to see. This little pullback here, I think is going to be what this is going to look like. And it's just time shifted. I think we very well have a chance to see a $100,000 Bitcoin before the end of 2021. I think, we could even see a $250,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2021. Now, of course, those are just predictions based off the history of crypto, Bitcoin specifically based off the chart, but, I think it's very, very, very possible. So we'll have to see, but Reuter said Coinbase was out. Let's see here. Coinbase's traders report problems as crypto drops. Let's see. So I wonder if, like I said, I don't know a lot about this or what's going on, but if crypto was dropping and a lot of people signed in, yeah, see here, this is what I was going to kind of say here. There was a sudden jump in trading volume on Coinbase that their equipment, their servers couldn't handle. And, it was probably something, they just couldn't handle, and that's what caused the outage. I'm not sure if the drop in crypto was solely based on this, but this could have been something that played into it. It started dropping a little bit, people put in a bunch of sell orders, Coinbase system went down, so those sell orders were postponed. It still slowly started dropping, and then when they got their systems back up, all those orders went through and dropped the price even further. So it's probably a bad timing event, but I'm not sure it was 100% responsible. So definitely still a very interesting, way to look at it and kind of see what else was going on with it. But John, you said, how high do I think mining difficulty is going to be by next summer? That's a really hard question to answer. Let's take a look here. I don't know if I can get well, let's just do this, because I know blockchain has one. Let's see here. I know there's a chart. Let's see. Blockchain network difficulty. Alright, well, loading the chart would help. There it goes. So you can see we were up here. This is in May when, it was hitting its peak at 25.46 T. And then, it's kind of fallen down. So I think if Bitcoin starts to go back up and be profitable again, we're definitely going to see, or I'll say more profitable, because it's still profitable to mine if you have the right hardware. I would say if it gets more profitable, we're going to see more miners either re-enable their machines or buying new ones, which of course is going to make the price go up, or I'm sorry, the difficulty go up. I think we might see it get back to this point if we get up to the $65,000 range, but what you have to remember is there's been news coming out of like China and other, countries that are saying, hey, no mining Bitcoin. It's too power intensive. We don't like it. Whatever the reason is, they're banning the mining of Bitcoin. So I think the miners would have to shift where they are physically located, and depending on how profitable it is and their equipment and the costs and stuff like that, we might see not as many miners come on right away. So it might be, easier to mine Bitcoin at a higher price for longer than it has been in the past, just because of new regulations and stuff like that. Now, of course, it's gonna depend on what's going on with the markets as well as with computers overall. There's a very big, industry worldwide computer chip shortage that is affecting things way beyond cryptocurrency and mining. There are lots and lots of cars. When I say lots, I don't mean like a large number. I mean literal parking lots filled with cars that can't run because they don't have computer chips to put in them to run the computers. And it's an issue, and I think personally, I'm obviously a very large supporter of cryptocurrency. I think it's definitely a big part of the future in finance, but it's not a priority. It's a secondary computer need. We have Bitcoin miners, we have Ethereum miners. You don't technically need more. Yes, it makes the network more secure, but you don't need more. It's not going to make Bitcoin run better. It's going to be more secure, yes, but, it's not going to be noticeable to the end user. So we could basically stop manufacturing new Bitcoin miners altogether, and the network would still run and still be fine, just like it is today. But with that being said, we're still going to manufacture them, and it's just going to depend if the companies that make the miners can get the chips to upgrade their current models to, be faster, better, more power efficient. Then I think the difficulty will continue to go up. These companies, Bitmain and InnoSilicon and stuff like that, their whole company is based around how many terahashes can we pack into this tiny little metal tube and strap 2 high-powered fans to it. And they're just making ASICs like that. And every year they figure out how to double, triple, quadruple the amount of power that these little computers can push out compared to what they're taking in electricity. For a while it was, roughly more or less the same amount of power going in, and you're getting more and more terahashes out. Now it's, gone up a little bit. You're needing to run it off of 220, you're using a couple thousand watts, but the power that it's putting out onto the network is a lot better. And, if you can get double the power in one small section, one computer worth of physical size, even if you're putting more electricity into that one computer, you have more room for those computers in a warehouse. So I think there's a lot of factors that play into the network difficulty. Of course, Bitcoin's price, I think, is going to be one of the biggest ones, because if it's not profitable or not as profitable, there are miners out there that might not be running a big enough operation to justify, having to either do maintenance themselves or pay a maintenance team to keep these machines running. And if that's the case, the difficulty is going to go down. But if Bitcoin price goes up, the difficulty is almost certainly going to go up, as people either turn on their machines or get new ones. But I think if the chip shortage doesn't figure itself out here within the next, 6 to 8 to 10 months, whatever that is, we're not going to see a huge jump in difficulty compared to, where it's been in the past, because there just aren't new miners out there. If everybody was buying new miners, the difficulty is going to go up. But if let's just say just to keep the numbers simple, say there were 100 terahashes of mining power in the world, that was it. That was the absolute, if every miner was running in perfect condition, that was the max. If that's where it is, the difficulty is never going to go any higher. So definitely something to think about. But hey, it is what it is. So hopefully that kind of answered your question. But I see we have 6 people online here, so please, if you guys have anything you want to talk about, feel free to leave a chat. I don't know how much longer we'll be live here. We've been going for, just under an hour now. And I appreciate everybody for stopping by and kind of supporting the channel and the stream here. If you're looking to help out a little bit more, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support the channel further than that, make sure to check out the memberships. Those are definitely cool if you're looking to support the channel further. Any support in that area is greatly, greatly appreciated. So definitely a little bit of a slower stream in the chat section. Hamza, welcome. Nice to see you here. If you guys have anything you want to talk about, Hamza, I know you just got here. If you have anything you want to talk about, definitely let me know. I know I did the stream at a different time today. That could be part of the reason why it was a little bit slower. But hey, just kind of experimenting, seeing what times work better and, all of that. So I'm hoping to get back on the, at least once a week live stream. Hamza, I know you were commenting on some of the videos or posts on the channel. Sorry that I haven't been doing streams recently. I got pretty busy myself. And unfortunately that meant there wasn't enough time for YouTube. As many of you know, this is not my full-time job, so unfortunately sometimes it does have to come second. But hey, continuing to work on the channel, growing the community, maybe one day it'll be first priority all the time. So that would definitely be really cool. But hey, we'll see. But I appreciate everybody for stopping by and liking the stream, sharing it, subscribing, and all of that. We've been growing pretty well here on the channel recently, so it's nice to see, new subscribers showing up every day, and, starting to see some new names in the live streams and all that. Definitely really cool. Hamza said, have you bought some coins in yesterday's dip? I haven't bought any coins, but I have been mining quite a bit. I've been, definitely making sure my miners are up and running, getting those coins at that lower price, which is really nice. So, I've always said, I think, claiming from faucets and mining, the more you can get at a lower price, the better, because when it does eventually correct itself and go back up, that's when, you'll be happy that you claimed those, little bits of Satoshis and stuff like that from faucets and all of that. So definitely still really, really cool. And Hamza said, no worries, I think this time is perfect for the next streams. Okay, definitely, definitely good to hear some feedback. Ben, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. And if you guys have anything you want to talk about, hear about on the channel, or in this stream, or pre-recorded videos, if you've been liking what's been going on, definitely let me know. If you, and more importantly, if you haven't been liking it, why not? And what would you rather see? Definitely always trying to make the channel better. So, I think likes are really important, but sometimes, the dislike is important, and, even more important than the dislike is why you didn't like it. So, definitely let me know. But how do you guys feel about the poll I did the other day on how often I should be uploading on the channel? It seemed like a lot of people wanted every other day. Which if that's something that people would rather see, a video every other day, or, every 3 days, or, 3 videos a week, 2 videos a week, whatever, definitely let me know, because it seemed like more people were interested in every other day videos. So that's kind of what I've done the last few days here. Which, hey, I can move to that schedule. That way, it's not as much pressure to get a video every day, because I know I missed a few days, but either way, still getting videos out and all that, and I don't plan to stop doing it anytime soon. Just kind of having to work around the schedule. I'm sure everyone knows how that's been. But yeah, so again, thank you so much for everybody who has shown up today and supported today's live stream, and obviously supported the channel throughout the last few months and weeks. But definitely nice to see some new names and all of that, and of course the names that have been here for a while. Thank you so much for continuing to stick with me and support the channel throughout the last 6 or 7 months here. But well, if there isn't anything else in the chat, I'll go ahead and put the music on for a little longer here, but I'll probably be wrapping up in the next 5 to 10 minutes. But if anything comes to mind, feel free to leave a chat. Hamza, you said, if you don't mind, can you tell us what you do other than crypto? Information technology, information systems, and cybersecurity would be the other the other section. And it's a different industry, but I also do a lot of work in the pool industry, swimming pools, so chemicals and sales and stuff like that, maintenance, filter equipment, stuff like that. So kind of a mix of everything. But crypto, of course, I definitely have always liked technology and all that. So when I found crypto 6-7 years ago, I thought, man, this is crazy. I sure I've talked about this in streams and stuff like that before, but I still remember the morning that I got my first payment from Free Bitcoin, the faucet. This was back in 2015, maybe summer of 2015. So, who knows? Bitcoin was maybe $200-$300. I don't remember. But I remember opening up, what was it? I think it was my Coinbase wallet, because I had a Coinbase wallet, and seeing, I know it was 14 cents worth of Bitcoin that I got. And it blew my mind that, I had made 14 cents, which of course is not a lot of money. There's almost nothing. As far as I know, there's nothing you can buy for 14 cents. And I was like, oh my goodness, it worked almost. It was one of those things, it wasn't a scam. And from that day, I've just always been researching faucets and stuff like that. And of course, if you've been around on the channel a while, you know that that's how I mainly got my start in cryptocurrency, was through claiming from faucets and taking that money and investing it in cloud mining sites. So, eventually along the way, probably about a year or so later, I started doing YouTube videos on it, and that of course helped. But still, it was, really, really cool to see that. And, like I said, kind of goes well with the technology and all of that. So, but, yeah, I mean, I've always liked crypto and, you know, the idea of making money online passively, especially if you can get that happening. So, you know, that's why the faucet collector bots, stuff like that, you know, if you can get sites to give you free money for clicking a button, why wouldn't you? Even if it's, you know, 14 cents after a week. You know, like I said, there's nothing you can go and buy for 14 cents, but that 14 cents back in 2015, you know, might be worth $20, $30 today because of how many Satoshis. You know, when I first started claiming from free Bitcoin, the lowest amount that I was getting on a roll was like 20,000 Satoshis. So, you know, if we just open up Preve real quick, just for fun here. Yeah, so that's $9.20 a roll. That's funny. You know, that's kind of interesting to kind of look at that. I remember it was like 24,000 Satoshis that I would get, something along those lines per roll, and that was, you know, if you got last place on that, you know, the bracket. Of course, they always kept it so you could win $200 in Bitcoin, so of course, at the time, that was probably like 0.7 of a Bitcoin or something, so definitely really, really interesting to see, you know, that at one point, free Bitcoin was giving away what is now worth $9 every hour. So, you know, that's the power of these faucets, and that's, you know, a message that I've always tried to get across in the videos and streams and stuff is, yeah, these faucets, you're not going to get rich overnight with them, but you might get rich over a few years with them. And yeah, you're not going to be able to quit your job tomorrow, but maybe you'll be able to quit your job in a few years because of cryptocurrency. So definitely something that's really, really interesting to think about, at least to me. But, you know, faucets are what they are, and, you know, if you use them, you use them. If not, I think you're missing out. But, hey, faucets are one of the reasons I'm as far as I am in crypto, I guess we can say it like that. But other than that, I think I'm going to go ahead and get ready to wrap up today's stream. If there's any last thoughts here that you'd want to talk about or anything like that in the chat, please definitely leave one. You know, I'll hang out here for just another minute or so, but again, looks like we've got 7 people online, so if you guys have been here the whole time, here for the last 10 seconds, thank you so much. I appreciate everybody for showing up, liking the stream if you did like it, and, you know, being subscribed if you know, want to see more from Bitcoin tips here. But if you guys have anything else, Henry, and from Nigeria, nice to see you here. Definitely nice to have some people from around the world here. I hope you're doing well in crypto and in life in general. Great to have you here. New name, but it's great to see the channel continuing to grow. But Ben, yeah, thank you so much for showing up. Again, I think this is the first time I've seen your name here, so again, thank you so much for showing up for today's stream. If you liked what you saw today, you know, make sure you're subscribed. We do, you know, at this point, every other day videos, and then, of course, I'm trying to get back to doing at least 1 live stream a week. I'd like to do 2 or 3, but, you know, it just depends on what's going on. But Henry, you said you like crypto, but you don't know how to use this method. Were you talking about the faucet method that I was just kind of mentioning? If so, it's actually very, very easy. You just kind of find a list of faucets. I actually just did a video about how to find high-paying faucets, and how to use them to make money. And pretty much you just go on as many sites as you can, claim as much cryptocurrency as you can for free, and then you just hold on to it. And as the price of crypto goes up, you make money basically in your sleep. You know, once you've got it, as long as crypto's going up, you're making money. So definitely really a great way to make some online money, plus get exposure to cryptocurrency. But Ben, again, thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in future streams, and of course future videos as well if you do leave comments and all that. But Henry, you said looking for the best place to make $20 to $30 in a day. So with that, there isn't going to be one site, especially like a faucet, there isn't going to be a singular faucet that's going to pay you a consistent $20 to $30 a day. You know, I'm not just going to, you know, make it seem like you can do that, but basically it's very, very possible that you could make $20 to $30 a day, but you might have to use multiple sites. You know, free Bitcoin pays up to $200 per roll. So if you got lucky, you could win $200 in an hour. If but you know, I've been using free Bitcoin, like I said, for 6 or 7 years now, and I've yet to win the $200 option. You know, I've won maybe $50, $60 on a roll once, twice maybe, but you know, most of the time you're going to earn 20, 30, 40 cents, maybe a few bucks. So if you spread it out across, you know, 10, 20, 30, 40 sites, you might be able to make, and well, I wouldn't even say might, I know you could make $20 to $30 a day. You just have to put in a little bit more work. It wouldn't just be one site. Now, if you're looking for a site where you invest, so you got to spend money up front to make $20 or $30 a day, Tarvos Mining's a really good site. You know, there's Genesis Mining, there's ECOS Mining, I think that's the site, but you know, there's cloud mining sites, but you got to pay up front. You might have to spend $300, $400, $500 up front to make that $20, $30 a day. You may even have to spend more than that. So hopefully that kind of helped. You know, there isn't going to be one site you magically click a button and get 30 bucks, but you know, what you might do today, you might go through, and if you're really determined to say you want to make $20 a day in crypto, if you're really determined and use, you know, maybe it takes 30 sites and you make that $20 and you do that every day for a month and then hold on to that crypto, if it goes up, you might end up with $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 off of, you know, a little bit of work realistically. So, you know, I think the faucets are more long-term, getting money. Of course, you're going to be making it in real time, but it's still something I think for the future because of the amount of cryptocurrency you're getting from most of the sites, if that makes sense. But, you know, hopefully that kind of helped answer a little bit. But, you know, I've got a number of videos on the channel talking about high-paying faucets, high-paying cloud mining sites, and of course other ways to use your computer to make money. There's things like Honeygain, which is a program you install on your computer. It runs, you know, mine is running right now in the little hidden icon. It's right here. It's running, and it's using my internet and doing some data transfer, stuff like that. You know, I've had it for years and I've never noticed it. You know, I've had it for maybe 3 or 4 years and I've gotten maybe $100, $150 off of it. Not a ton, but that's an extra $100, $150, whatever the number is, that I didn't have before, that I did no work for. I installed a program. That's it. You know, that's like 7 clicks. So, Ben, you said, I will purchase the faucet collector bot soon. I hear they have their own CAPTCHA service. I wouldn't surprise me if they got their own. Let's see, pricing. I did hear that they have their own. Yeah, I think I've looked at it before. I might have to log in to find it, but yeah, I did hear that they have their own now, that you can kind of come on and solve them yourself and get some money, or you can use it to solve on here. But Faucet Collector, I 100% every day recommend this program. $12 a year, even though, you know, it used to be a one-time payment. I'm not a huge fan that they switched it over to a subscription-based, but this program is absolutely worth that $12. You could use this program on just free Bitcoin and make that in a month or 2. That's not even including if you were to use Cointoply, and, you know, they've got a list of probably thousands of faucets. So definitely a really, really good purchase. You know, once you get it, you know, if you have any questions or anything like that, you know, definitely let me know. Comment on some of the videos. I try and read all of the comments. So, you know, definitely leave a comment, tune into a stream, all of that. But yeah, once you get it, I certainly hope you enjoy it, because it's a great, great program. Okay, so Henry, you said, I need cloud mining sites on Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin. Check out, let's do this. I just want to get signed in off screen here, just because of, let's see, well, it's not working. let me just find the site real quick. Alright, I'm just pulling it up here. Alright. Tarvos Mining. It's loading. Log in. Sorry for the brief wait here. I didn't have it open, but alright. So there we go. We are signed in now. Should be able to see it if everything worked out right. So, Henry, this is Tarvos Mining. This is a cloud mining site that is very new. I do have a overview video on this site, as well as a payment proof video for this site. You can see here I have the 200 gigahashes contract option for 3 years, mining Bitcoin. I'm mining about 9 cents a day, 65 cents a week. This contract costs about $50 unless they've updated their plan. So you can see that you make it back about a year and a half in. So you get about half of that time is completely free, free money basically. So this site allows you to mine Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Dashcoin, and Ethereum. So there are 5 different coins that you can mine on this site. Again, this is something that you do have to invest in up front. If you were looking to, you mentioned Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Dogecoin. So 3-year contract, if you were to get, let's see here, I don't know, let's try 5,000 gigahashes. Let's see, so you wanted to earn $20 to $30 a day. Let's see what $25 is. It's 5,000 or 50,000 satoshis a day. So you would have to have about 50,000 gigahashes to make 50,000 satoshis a day, and 50,000 gigahashes would cost you about $12,000. Probably a little higher than you were looking to invest. That's Bitcoin specifically. If you wanted to look into something like Litecoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum, Dash, this site's really good. Let me grab my referral link if you are interested. I will put it in the chat there. And then, of course, Faucet Collector is a site that allows you to basically claim from faucets without having to be in front of your computer. So you're getting that free money, completely passive once you've set it up, of course. This is a great one. This program costs, like you can see here, $12 per year. But once you get it set up and then, of course, connect a CAPTCHA service, it's completely free money from there. You can make this back in probably just a week if you set it up on a good number of sites. And I put the link to Faucet Collector in the chat as well. I highly recommend both of these sites. If you are looking for more in-depth on both of the sites, how to set up Faucet Collector, more in-depth of Tarvos and other cloud mining sites, please definitely check out some of the videos on the channel. I've got in-depth videos talking about the sites, their perks, their downfalls, stuff like that. Before making a purchase, I always recommend doing research past my channel, or, at least watching some of the other videos that I have versus just talking about it within this video here today. So definitely really, really cool. So again, I am going to go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you so much to everybody who did show up. If you guys have any further questions or comments about what we talked about today or anything else, if something comes to mind after the stream is over later tonight, definitely make sure to leave a comment on the channel. Any of the videos, any of the posts, I try and read all the comments. So thank you so much for showing up. Guys, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you